Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that takes the lead in today's edition for Wednesday, 24th January 2024, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillian Group, Spotlight shines again on Caribbean C.B.I. programs. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all, perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. Articles on Caribbean citizenship by investment programs have been appearing in international media concerning continued scrutiny and pressure from the European Union and the United States over CBI programs, including that of St. Kitts and Nevis. Glenn Bart of SKN Newsline filed this comprehensive report.
In recent times, articles have appeared in publications such as Bloomberg, Shenzhen Visa, and Bob Report, all indicating heightened concerns by the European Union and the United States over security risks, money laundering, and fraudulent activities that could be facilitated through CBI programs. Referred to as a sale of golden passports, the articles identify specific interests in the Eastern Caribbean countries of Dominica, St. Lucia, Grenada, Antigua and Barbuda, and St. Kitts and Nevis. In the case of St. Kitts and Nevis, several legislative and regulatory enhancements were recently implemented by the government to address the concerns, involving some of the most rigorous vetting procedures, yet there appears to be constant efforts being made to end such programs. CBI financial inflows provide over 50% of the St. Kitts and Nevis government's revenue, which is why Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew said the program must be protected. SKN Newsline is seeking clarification on CBI matters from the government. Meanwhile, a notable publication on Latin America and the Caribbean recommends that Caribbean countries move quickly to diversify their economies and pursue sustainable development policies. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.
Trinidad and Tobago's Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, Stuart Young, updated energy stakeholders on activities in the sector at the 2024 Energy Conference on Monday last. More in this TTT News report with Terry Ann Brown Campbell.
From sharing on the Dragon gas field to exploring wells and announcing the next deep water bid round, Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, Stuart Young, gave a wide-reaching update to energy stakeholders at the 2024 Energy Conference.
The next step in accessing the Dragon gas supply is underway, as NGC and Shell as operators, in collaboration with PDVSA, are in the process of preparing the development plans to facilitate the flow of gas to Trinidad. The development plans cover such activities as the drilling of wells and the construction of the 21-kilometer pipeline to bring this gas to Trinidad.
Turning to what's on the exploration horizon, Minister Young highlighted some of the work for the months ahead.
Notably, the government has approved the SIP plan of development, which will result in an investment of approximately $854 million through to 2025. This project is expected to start in first quarter of 2024, with 7 developmental wells planned to target a resource estimate of 479 BCF. Additionally, BPTT's joint venture with EOG on the Mento field is expected to bring on first gas from this field by 2025.
And regarding the work of the ministry, he said he is optimistic for the incoming bids on the 2023 shallow water bid round.
I'm also pleased to announce that the Ministry of Energy will be launching another deep water bid round before the end of this year. We are committed to sustaining production through investment in our hydrocarbon resources. It is with this recognition We continue to actively engage with all our upstream entities to provide fiscal incentives for new and existing oil and gas projects.
The theme for the 2024 Trinidad and Tobago Energy Conference is Accelerating Action. Terry Ann Brown-Campbell, TTT News.
The $1 trillion 2024 national budget presented on Monday in Guyana's House of Representatives has garnered high praise from key players in the private sector, including the Guyana Manufacturing and Services Association. These private sector bodies view this year's budget as a testament to the government's dedication to promoting economic growth and development. More details on their perspectives and reactions are provided by Shema Arlane's report from HGP Nightly News.
Comments that we saw coming from the opposition for the past several days have been nothing new. And it just proves the point that we've been making, that we have an opposition bereft of ideas.
Vice President Barjack Deo, in defending the country's historic 2024 national budget, dismissed contentions put forward by the opposition regarding the fiscal plan. The opposition argues that the $1 trillion budget seeks to put more wealth in the hands of the wealthy and a freck for the ordinary citizen.
Even if we didn't present this budget, you would have heard those comments. Because they've been with this opposition so much. There's nothing. If you scan all of the comments made by every member of the opposition and their allies in different parts of society, you would not see a single analysis of the budget.
The Vice President is confident that the budget will significantly improve the quality of life for all Guyanese. He admitted that the budget is capital intensive, but defended that it's heavily focused on infrastructure. He added that with an investment of $80 billion into the gas-to-energy project, and once completed, Guyanese will be able to save approximately $21 billion annually, since electricity rates will be cut in half. Reporting for HGP Nightly News, Shamar Allen.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick, in association with our friends at
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness welcomes China's Foreign Affairs Minister. He highlights evolving Jamaica-China relationship during the visit of China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi. Prime Minister Andrew Holness expressed his appreciation for the progressing relationship between Jamaica and the People's Republic of China. CVM Live has more in this news item.
In welcoming China's Foreign Affairs Minister Wang Yi to the island, Prime Minister Andrew Holness expressed his appreciation of the evolving relationship between Jamaica and the People's Republic of China, recalling the last time a foreign minister visited occurred 2 decades ago.
Excellency, it is with great pleasure that we welcome you to Jamaica. We note that this is the first visit of a foreign minister from China in a long time, since 2003. Excellency, I had the opportunity to visit China in 2019 and participated in the International Import Exhibition and had the opportunity again to meet President Xi this time, and he reminded me of his not only one experience in Jamaica, his visit to Blue Mountain, and he reminded me of how he enjoyed Blue Mountain coffee. The trip, Excellency, was very useful and meaningful for the people of Jamaica and for our bilateral relationship. During that visit, our partnership was elevated to the strategic partnership. We elevated our relationship to a strategic partnership.
Prime Minister Holness added that Jamaica remains committed in its support of the One China policy, while extending congratulations to the people of China on the 75th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China.
Fixing crime, a top priority for the PNP President Mark Golding. Kirk Wright of TVJ News has that story.
Continuing with his message of peace and unity, PNP President Mark Golding stressed that the prevalence of crime and violence across Jamaica has not escaped him. And he says it's a top issue he plans to address should the PNP become government.
We need to fix it by going into communities and working with community influencers to take them off of a part of violence. Where there's an issue, we need to nip it in the bud so it don't spiral and one thing become another. Next thing you know, man are dead over things and the people can't remember what caused it, but man are dead every week, man are dead. No, that's why we had the Peace Management Initiative. And we want to reintroduce it. We want to have Unite for Change.
That and making changes to the education system.
We have a primary school system that is failing the youth. Over 30% of our primary school children leave primary school and they can't read and write. The country can't develop like that. That is a recipe for the poverty. That is a recipe for disaster and underdevelopment. We have to fix that, and that will be the central plank of what we need to do, is to solve that problem.
He maintains non-governmental organizations have to become part of any move to fix the country's crime problem. And he praised the private sector for trying with the Project STAR initiative. Salt Spring in St. James is the latest community added to the Project STAR project, which, through collaboration with the police, aims to transform under-resourced communities through projects to reduce the prevalence of violence. It includes development activities to help residents in targeted communities earn. However, Mr. Golden says the program is being stifled.
But they don't have the resources to make it a national program, and it needs to be a national program because it's a national problem. And it is the biggest problem facing Jamaica right now, is a security crisis facing the country.
Kirk Wright, TVJ News.
An Air Canada flight made an emergency landing at Huronora International Airport on Friday, reporting hydraulic trouble mere moments after takeoff. Firefighters from 3 stations, along with off-duty personnel, scrambled to the scene, ensuring a safe touchdown and inspection of the aircraft. Joaquin Duplessis of HTS News Force reports.
Acting Divisional Officer Marius Charles of the C Division at the St. Lucia Fire Service said the Air Canada Rouge plane reported something was amiss after taking to the skies Friday evening. The flight had just taken off when the problem was reported.
Today we had an emergency call of Air Canada Rouge, which was coming in with some hydraulic failure. It just departed and had unreported hydraulic failure and was returning to the airport.
Charles said emergency response units from 3 fire stations were immediately dispatched along with off-duty firefighters who were called in. The aircraft eventually touched down without incident. Fire trucks and crews accompanied the aircraft to the parking apron for inspection.
We got that call at about 17:07, and what we did is we immediately activated our emergency response, which included calling up backup stations from Meekwood Fire Station, Viefort Fire Station, and also off-duty personnel who responded very, very quickly, and we were very proud of the turnout we had. We did our necessary preparations, and the flight landed eventually at 17:50. The flight landed safely. We followed it while it taxied to ensure that there was no sign of fire. After the landing, which we ascertained, and the aircraft went into park at position 1.
The cause of the hydraulic failure was not immediately clear as of the filing of this news report. The fire service has been undergoing rigorous training evolutions in aircraft emergencies under the stewardship of Chief Ditney Downs. Despite the simulations, Charles concedes real-life scenarios are sometimes filled with uncertainties. Nonetheless, training is invaluable and the officers acquitted themselves well. Authorities have commended the personnel involved in the emergency response.
We can never be fully prepared, but satisfied with the turnout and the preparation the men did for this particular incident, and we're very confident that we would have done a good enough job if push came to shove.
No injuries were reported. C Division of the St. Lucia Fire Service comprises units from the South and Crash Fire Hall at the International Airport. A little over a month ago in December, on-duty and off-duty firefighters in St. Lucia sprang into action after a Virgin Atlantic aircraft made an emergency landing at the UNORA International Airport due to mechanical problems. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean. In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's a service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.